pick tends to be a decent color wheel too. So let's just go with them. Seems fun. Yeah, okay. And while I was thinking about that, I wanted to put out stream announcements. All right. So yeah, the table itself here is pretty good. Block is reasonably good. Played with him quite a bit. He's been playing a lot this arena season. Age is pretty good. I was talking to him a bit in a game this morning. And then this player is rated reasonably and hasn't played a ton, so hard to know exactly how I feel. Loki, come on, buddy. You're fine. Hi. So yeah, we'll see how this goes with him. Hey, Full Mikatone. Welcome. We did get Giants put in. I actually think Giants are okay, but I don't think they're great. The problem for Giants is simply, once again, the track is limited and the pastels are okay, but not great. So Giants' ability to score can also be a little iffy. Giants don't always like to throw their temple up in round 2 either, I've found. A lot of times as Giants, you kind of want to build out a little more. So, but we'll see. It looks fine. Could I turn off the BJ sound effects? Yeah, I can. Sorry, I always forget about that. Again, I leave it on while I'm queuing for the arena queue, just so that once the game pops, I hear it. But I've also been convinced that the rest of you are right. While watching the game, you all like income. I'll finally just be nice and leave it on, but I really, not a fan, but that's okay. Anyhow, we get Alchemists. Age quite likes Alchemists. Late trading posts are really good for Alchemist, in my opinion. So that's fine. Alchemist could maybe try to go Stronghold into an Earth 1 race this game, too, just because Giants in the game. That might mean Witches are actually starting on the Spade here. I mean, well, the Alchemist might just start the Spade. Giants start big building. Witches then either do like temp ship, worker power, or just take 6 coins, honestly, is not awful. Or priest. Lots of that's fine. You were just saying to Ghostly, you hope I stream the game I just started? Well, lucky you. I think Witches probably are best, although it's really hard to say because Giants impacts a lot of that. Cultists can't be that bad either. I'll bid 1 on Witches. I'm happy to bid a decent bit on Cultists. You'd expect Witches, Cultists, Giants, probably Alchemists, probably Witches, Cultists. Alchemists sometimes like to start in the north and go through there rather than starting here and going around, which often can mean this stretch is a bit better because this can actually work for Witches. Giants are probably here too, actually, so there could be leech parties. There's going to be like a cluster of... It looks like actually everybody's going to be... It's probably everybody's going to be neighbors here and everybody's going to be neighbor here. So a bit of a high leech game early on. There's not a ton of money on the pastiles, but there is some cult coins and stuff, which again, cultists here look like they'll have a good early economy. Cultists might choose to open like Air 2, try to build a couple dwellings, build the second temple in round 1 or round 2. Cultists maybe sink. There might be a bit of a water 1 rush right here at the start of this round. I'm saying all of this, and I should remember, I think Block, in my experience thus far, he basically just knows how to rush Earth 1, Water 1, and play that sort of game, so I would expect that's what he would do. While a lot of the rest of my plans for the other players has a little more economy in mind. Alchemists often need Earth 1, although again, like early Stronghold means you don't need Earth 1 quite as bad, because you produce more coins, so you can play a lower coin conversion game, but you'd still really want Earth 1 afterwards. The other slight problem with the Stronghold opening is that you don't have as good a priest production. So I don't love it here. I think age 8, whatever, is correct that cultists are probably already worth bidding on. Cultists are just very good. Alchemist can't send a lot to the cults. Giants can't send a lot to the cults. There should be a lot of cult points for cultists. Although now I'm talking myself out of this. I like cultists, but I actually don't want to bid a ton here for them because while you're going to get cults and you're going to build pretty well, I don't actually know if the track's great for cultists. They might get 2 towns, but they might only get 1 because they might decide to build 1 sooner. The rest of the track points are not great for cultists. The cult economy is good, but not great. There's a real lack of early spades, which early spades really helps you hit really boom your economy and help you hit towns. And finally, the other reason I forget that I don't love alchemists or that cultists is whenever alchemists are in the game, cultists are going to lose the race to this northern hex. So you kind of start here and you probably make a sanctuary town here, but you're going to lose this. Alchemists often take this for a town. So you're not going through the north to connect. So then sometimes you can make a weird town through here with enough spades, but I don't know if I believe that here. And now cultists are getting bid way too much. I think witches are still just better than cultists. How to value alchemists is still a real problem for me here too. I mean, alchemists can hit 2 towns and like quite a few trading posts. The 2 pastiles alchemists love are in the game. So I'm not sure. Age 8 can't resist alchemist. Yes, he does put them in a lot. I still don't think giants are very good, so I think there's quite a bit of bidding left. But I don't know for sure. One of the downsides of late trading posts is that you can't always have like as booming of an economy with late trading posts because a lot of times you want to build all your stuff earlier than that. So leaving a bunch of trading posts late can be tough. And it means that you need a lot of coins built up in other ways. And again, there's not as many other ways for coins this game. The other reason cultists and witches are probably just best here is because they are in first seat. They're going to get extra leech for those upgrades. I mean, cultists should... Although, again, actually, I don't even know where the opening upgrades go for sure. Age 8 does want Alchemist here. I agree with him that it's pretty much time to be bidding Alchemists, though. You played this color wheel today. This color wheel gets played a lot on base map. This is a pretty classic color wheel. You totally underestimated how bad red and green could be for Alchemist Connection. Yeah. So that's actually a good point, too. You are correct that red and green can make the northern connection path really obnoxious for Alchemists. So, don't dispute that point. And Alchemists usually are getting blocked to these hexes as long as Cultists start here. Now, different things could happen, but... I'm not sure here. I think cultists, like I say, I kind of like half talked myself in and then half talked myself out. Maybe if I just don't worry about Earth 1 as cultists here, though, cultists can probably play a decent kind of tall game. Although, again, it's tough. Like, this town event is going to involve cultists building a lot of their trading posts already. They're still just not going to have that bad of a game. I'll bid them a little, but... Are some sort of tallish giants viable here? I think giants are reasonable here. I just don't super want to bid on them. The tricky part, again, is like the pass points. I think both Alchemist and Giants kind of rely on the pass points to really go. I'm trying to figure out exactly how Giants have an explosive start. One of the things is if Giants actually get the big building tile, it's quite good for them. But if Alchemist decides to start big building, Giants have to like settle for worker power, and it's significantly worse. I think Alchemists are going to start Spade. I think Giants are getting big building, in which case I actually, like, Giants have a decent life at least. And Giants should get a decent amount of leech this game. But I don't know. I don't really want to take Giants yet. I do kind of want to play Giants. I enjoy playing Giants. I just don't really know which of these 3 factions to bid next. The actual interesting question here that I hadn't been considering is could Alchemists get away with just stranding 3 structures over here and then playing the rest of the game on this part of the map? And just going all out for like a 4-town game plan type thing? That's not going to work very well. I don't like anything. I'm also comfortable with witches, whatever. I'm going to bid 1 more on them. With Cultist in, your ceiling's limited playing tall. Yeah, that is a big issue too. Cultist playing tall is reasonable because they can still lock up like 28 cult points and not care about network. Giants playing without network and trying to win cults is very hard. Witches got bid again. I think I'm going to Alchemist, then I think I'm going to go bid on Cultist, and then I'm going to think harder. I would assume the auction is still going at that point because I'm not sure anybody's taking Giants, but maybe somebody else likes them here. I kind of like them, I just don't. I'm just not willing to commit. But Witches maybe getting Spade or Temp Ship seems like 2 reasons to bid them lower. Possibly. The scary thing about Witches is it's a little unpredictable about how the future expansion and town space goes, but to be fair, you're probably right. I probably should keep bidding Witches. There's a lot of ways things go well for Witches, and that's a thing I always tell myself I need to bid more for. I'm imagining like some of the better case scenarios for most of these factions, and imagining like the worst case for Witches. Well, we'll say, hey, welcome, Marushka. This is not Agricola, but good luck. Yes, thank you. Luck might be needed a little. This is one of those games where I do think it's a little volatile early about how things are going to expand and happen, which makes the bidding a little tough. Okay, so Witches got bid again. I think I'm willing to go more on Cultists here, or maybe it is Alchemist. Alchemists still have to be pretty good here. Even with the prospect of getting cut off and not getting max network points, I think they're just pretty good. How exactly I open with Alchemist is something I haven't really been talking about, and that's... I think personally, if I'm Alchemist, I think I'm going to just go Stronghold strat, though, to be honest. I think I just open Stronghold with the big building tile. Just following the track is so many points compared to trying to go Earth 1 into a later Stronghold. The other thing is Alchemist, if they rush Stronghold, maybe get a Spade action. Even if they don't get a Spade action, I think Alchemists maybe get the Priest coupled with a 5-power Priest, and they can just open Stronghold like 3 or 4 dwellings. They just build a temple in round 2. It either is Earth 1 or they're just happy enough taking a Water 1 at that point. Yeah, the more I look at Alchemist, the more I'm convinced it's pretty good. The one issue for Alchemist is that Temp Ship in the game does mean that Giants can come up through the north a lot sooner than you'd like to see them. Witches, if they open Stronghold, can be flying and trying to get this Hex sooner than you'd like to see them. And so you very well might not get the northern connection. In which case, I do think you're just accepting that you're making a town over here and trying to carve out 2 or 3 other towns over here. And I think I'm okay with that. Alchemist should just get this town easily, and so then you also hope to, like... Well, the problem is if you're getting cut off, this is never part of a town, but I mean, you should be able to make 3 towns this game quite easily. Alchemists tend to like this event. Because they can live, they have decent coin income and they can live with building their trading posts a little later than others. And again, the other pastels are quite good. Yeah, I'm warmed up. I'm warmed up on bidding Alchemist a bit further. I also forgot age 8 is like a very like kind of particular and somewhat slow player, so I'm also trying to bid him fast here because he's already burned a lot of his clock. So he's a player where I think you could timer pressure him a little if you go fast. This might be nuts. Well, this isn't that nuts. I've talked myself into, I think Alchemist actually have a pretty good stuff. I mean, the question I guess is like who's going to take what power actions, because we're going to have a big leech party, and so 4th seat you're a bit in a problem. If you're going to rush Stronghold, there's a lot of time for people to take power actions in front of you, and so the question is who wants priests and spades in front of you, and I don't know for sure, but he likes the undo button too. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but age 8 does like to think quite a bit. He's not like a fast player. He's not that slow, but you once joked that 3 in a row means he forfeits. Yeah, that is reasonable. I've really talked myself into Alchemist, but at this point, I think the price on Cultists. Well, God, are Cultists 14? Yeah, Cultists also have so much resiliency. Like, on some level, you have to remind yourself that Cultists are just one of the best 3 factions of this map, and they have so many options on how they can play it. It just can't go that badly, even with Alchemist rushing the north. Again, the one issue for Cultists might be early spades, so I don't super want them. Wow, Witches went, and then Cultists went there. Okay, I'm going to bid Alchemist, and then if this goes through, I think I might just take Giant. Well, Giants can't... Are Giants really 10 points, only 10 points worse than Alchemist? I'm not sure that's true. He's a really good player and not that experienced. Yeah, I think age 8, like, it's totally fine. Everybody has different pace on how they want to play. So I'm not trying to suggest that going slower or wanting to undo or being methodical is a problem. What I am saying is that I do think age 8 occasionally gets himself into some timer trouble, and I think you can abuse that just a little. I think nobody does want Giants, Marushka, and the more I keep looking at it, I don't really want Giants yet. I don't know when I want them. I kind of want them. Like, I enjoy playing Giants, and I think people will often undervalue Giants, but the problem is even I don't really know what the right time is to take them here. The upshot is, like, nobody should really be taking too many... Well, God, see, that's the problem, too. In this color arrangement, even though you don't have color neighbors as red, Cultists often like to take this away from you. Witches sometimes think about taking these reds to make towns in certain matchups. I mean, here, I think Giants should just get all these reds, but then, yeah, Alchemists like to take this away from you, and so it can be hard to, like... It can be hard to access all as many reds as you think. What's the difference between factions except their color preference? Every faction has special abilities. They have their own power. When they build their stronghold, they have their own thing. Their board's a little different. Basically, they all have their own niches and abilities. Anyhow, the bid here is getting tough. I do think age is correct that Alchemists are quite good. I think I go a Witch's bid, then an Alchemist bid here? And keep staying off Giants for just a little longer. It's a little nerve-wracking. I don't love when the best other player is playing Alchemist either. One of the other advantages to playing Alchemist is if that your game goes well, you do often toward the end game have the ability to really block other people and suddenly mess with them. You know, just spend a worker to make their digs or their town that much harder. You can really influence, like, the finishing, and so if you expect one or two of the players to maybe kind of be out of it, Alchemists have a nice edge there too. But color is big though. Yes, so color is important too. So we have this color wheel, and you really don't want neighbors. So in this matchup, Witches and Giants don't have color neighbors, which is often advantageous, but here it's kind of okay. Everybody's spread out, and broadly black and brown are probably the two colors that get along the best when they're next to each other. So age 8 actually went to Cultist here instead of Alchemist, which is fair. This was probably the closest Alchemists and Cultists have been in the bidding, but I was still pretty convinced in Team Alchemist here. I think I'm taking Giants finally if it comes to me. 20 points on Witches, 17 on Cultists, 12 on Alchemists might be enough. Oh, age goes for it. Okay. Well, I think I'm still pretty happy actually then. I have 6 points on cultists, 9 on witches. I'm only 11 behind giants. It's about right. I think if I connect, I think I win the game is probably how this falls. Even if I get Earth 1 blocked in round 2. But I'm definitely starting here, and I think I do start here. I guess one small issue is if somehow like witches start here and giants decide to like start here. I'm a little sad about being here, but this one is just tough because I gotta fight witches for this and all sorts of stuff. Like I think I'm gonna try to connect through the north, and at the very least I get these hexes. I guess cultists could be aggressive and start here, but usually they're gonna start here and go for the easy digs. Hey, Time Roller, Lumen blocked you on his stream today because he pointed out that all you do is you hop into chats and post your own logo and never actually comment anything useful. So I'm going to wind up banning you from my chat too for the same reasons, because I kind of get sick of watching it. Now, admittedly, I say I'm going to do that, and then I don't necessarily know if I know how to. Oh, let's see. Timeout. There we go. Timeout. Is that only 10 minutes? Nah, whatever. That's what you get for now. I don't know how to mod things like Lumen does. It's much better than I am. Maybe start north as in B5. Yeah, I think this is fine. I'd rather have Leech and hope for like the big game. And honestly, even if I get cut off, I still think I'm okay. I still think I'm happy enough just building one town over here, focusing on other towns, hitting the track hard, getting some pass tiles. And maybe that won't work if I get Earth 1 blocked, but we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping to go Water 1, or I'm hoping to get Earth 1 into Water 1 in the following rounds. The starting spots are exactly what I predicted. I am going to take big building. I assume this means Age 8 will take worker power. That's what I would do here if I was giants. Just the worker is very useful. Now, the priest for giants maybe isn't crazy because you get the first priest to air. But the reason I like getting a worker as giant so much is that you're going to open stronghold with giants, and then you really want to dig and build a dwelling. And I just have a big aversion for using my power actions for workers when I can otherwise avoid it. So yeah, he does take worker power. I think that's pretty correct. Witches taking the spade then is what they should do, but they might not. But they absolutely should take the spade. Cultists getting handed the spade here would actually be pretty silly because they would just get this hex, but we'll see. And yeah, I think my dream is to rush. I think I'm rushing Stronghold over here. I'm not sure anybody's going to upgrade next to me over here in round 1. But maybe they will. Giants might try to put their Stronghold here. Giants can cut me off. I did forget about that. That's actually annoying too. I do maybe need to single dig this early or absolutely accept I'm running a small town thing over here. Giants, although Age 8 is better than to cut me off, right? I don't know if that's in his best interest, but who knows? I did forget that's a thing that happened. We'll see. The 2 workers off the air call are amazing. The 2 workers off the air call are nice, but I think just starting worker power is totally fine. You don't need the air call workers as giants that bad. Temple Giants isn't totally bonkers here. Early workers. Oh, I think. I mean, I expect Age is just building the Stronghold. Stronghold into Temple is like 9 points better on the track, so he did take worker power instead of priest. I think that's a good move. I think that's the correct move from giants, but we'll see. I'm hoping giants go here. I would really love to have a little party with giants. I don't really want to put my stronghold here, although admittedly my stronghold here is a town. And then this could be the sanctuary town, and I care less if I get cut off, and it only uses up 3 hexes. Maybe I am strongholding over here. You think you take the priest here every time as giants? That's also very reasonable. Oh, you think you start as the priest, not take it. Okay. I mean, look, if you want to do that, that's fine. The priest is a very defensible thing. The first priest to air here is good. You get workers. Age is just going to take the priest, which is actually kind of obnoxious to my plans, right? I was hoping to get 2 priests, and instead that's the early play, but that's okay. Um, where to put this now is the question. I think I'm gonna do it here. I think I just want more early leech. I think I'm okay if my stronghold's over here. This hex does make enough sense too, but I'm gonna go over here. Five power priest is a-okay. It's alright if it happens, yeah. You'd have taken priest here. It's 2 coins in round 2 too. It is. I think starting priest is fine, guys, but then you're taking worker's power action. So, like, is that actually that much more efficient than just starting worker power here and taking some other power actions? Like, I don't actually think it's significantly better, but if you don't build a dwelling after round 1 because you're averse to using coins, you can live with that. No, see, I don't think you can live with that, but apparently you can, so. I mean, I do think age 8's off to a strong start here anyhow. I think the priest is probably for him to try to advance ship early. But I really don't know for sure. I don't know, like, hardly anything for sure. Beyond, I expect block just takes Earth 1 because that's the type of player he is. I have no clue if witches are actually going stronghold or not, but we'll see. I also don't yet know for sure who's taking double dig. Witches have a spade, so I guess it's going to be cultists are going to take double dig when they can. Cultists will have the power too soon. We do see temple witches just rushing Earth 1. So that does mean that my ability to get Earth 1 is going to be a bit harder. Giants are going to play over here with me. Cultist can double dig now, so I'm probably not wheeling it. But, oh well, no way around it. It's fine. How does the Alchemist Stronghold work? I'm going to want to convert after I get the power here, but... Hey, Weber. Okay, it does allow me to. I think I do want to convert here, because when Giants upgraded... If Giants choose to upgrade as their next action, I'm going to overflow. And I'd like to just keep accepting power, right? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because it's coin conversions. Yeah. Nah, I should just redo that. Because I'm alchemists. I have infinite coins. I want to use this for other stuff. This is also 2 5-power priests, as Andrew pointed out. Worst case scenario. I do think I'd prefer double dig. But getting double dig's obviously hopeful. Power should go to priest, not coin. Just priest now. Nah, I'll leave it here. I could just priest now. What would be an option, but this is fine. Cultist does take double dig, so just a little sad that that happens. It was possible that I maybe could have got it, but it looks like I am just going to go for the 5-power priests now then. 2 for 1 is probably better anyway. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, a free power might just be better than paying 3 for 2. I'm not sure, though, because I might regret not having power for spades soon, but witches take single dig. That's actually kind of surprising. I don't usually love that much when I'm already starting on the spade, but hey, at least they didn't build it here. That actually would have been bad. Losing all the extra leech if witches had gone there would have been pretty sad. Giants kind of need to take this hex, so I'm not too worried about losing this guy yet. And yeah, it looks like it's just a 5-power priest party. Yeah, I don't see any way around it. Hey Weber, thanks much for the sub. That's really, yeah, that's awesome. 4 months already too, dang. Nice work. Nice party to be at. Cultist getting 2 times dig is a bit sad. Yeah, Cultist getting the double dig was a bit sad because it could have been avoided. We did have a leech party more over here, and if witches had upgraded next to me, I would have got the double dig. Not them, but whatever, it's fine. Do we beat Giants to Earth 1 next round? I'm not sure. It's not guaranteed. Also, are cultists taking Earth 1 this round? No. Block? Hey, Block has learned a thing. He's actually taking Air 2. Wow, and wait. How did witches... Oh, witches did get this hex before Giants. Oh. Well, then I might be getting cut off. I mean, I might take this if I was age 8, though, and go for, like, the bridge town through here. But I don't know anymore. I don't think I give witches the center town here. I think that's too nice, but... guess it's hard to say. This was one of the issues for age 8 taking this priest. I forgot that he might lose these hexes if witches rushed over to them. So, I'm not sure that age 8's better off for taking that priest, and I'm certainly not, but oh well. Normally, Giants building up seems pretty hard economically, but given next round is Temple, maybe... Yeah, I think as Giants I would build up next round, but I really don't even know for sure what Giants should do here because it's a bit ugly. You think I can win without one structure connected? Well, okay, so that's an interesting option too. True, I could completely abandon this as a town spot altogether. That's actually a really interesting thought too. Age decides to take the coins, so witches could build this if they choose to convert. Which I probably would if I was witches, but I'm not witches, so... a couple more coin conversions and blowing all of our power on not spades is the only slight problem with this grand plan. But we'll get there. Double dig C4. C4. 7 coins and advanced ship is still okay for Giants. Yeah. Advancing ship and 7 coins is good for Giants. I think I still just take this hex though. But yeah, we'll see. I probably just can get on the ship tile at the very worst next round, which is nice. Age takes this hex, not this one. Huh. Intrigue. Okay. Regardless, we at least get some stuff going. Age not taking this hex. Well, Age is probably angling for this now next round, although he hasn't advanced ship yet. I don't know. This is a bit ugly. You don't get that dig from Age 8, but you're no Giants expert. I don't quite get it either, but I don't have to get it. Wait, Age actually used his priest, though, not on shipping. Wait a sec. What? Age sent his priest to Earth? Okay, well, that was unexpected. And then the spade tile is open? The spade is just better than... The spade is better than the ship points for me, right? Because I'm already just going to build a temple. Yeah, I think the spade's just better for me. The worker power might even be better, actually. I don't have the extra worker right now in order to build this hex, and I do want to build a temple. I'm kind of expecting that Giants rush Earth 1 off of a temple here, although Age doesn't really have temple resources either. I think I can be fine. Open with a dig on D8. You guys are having a lot of thoughts. Let's read this quick. Blah, blah, blah. I think you got to go disruptive as Giants too. Age not advancing is very interesting. Dig bombing in round 3, is that too early? That's definitely too early. I don't want to do that. I think I might take worker power here. Seems kind of nuts, but I just build this and this. Like I'm gonna temple here, and then I get to build this hex with the worker I have. The spade is like obviously usually good, but I like as much as like securing this hex and trying for connection, I have no idea what's happening on any of this yet. And I don't have the extra worker after I temple. I'm going to temple. I need priest production. It just scores. I guess just going for the points is fine too, right? I get 3 power worker and secure D8. Spade allows connection. Spade doesn't allow connection, guys. Guys, it allows this hex, but this north is completely unresolved. It does not guarantee connection. Age can bridge and just take like these hexes. I have no interest in rushing this hex yet when I don't know what's happening up here. It's just not important. I'm gonna take worker power, I think. And just guarantee I can build this dwelling, save up the power to maybe double dig the round after. I really don't know for sure though. It allows possibility of connection. You would ship VP, but spade is reasonable. I mean, I did the thing, neither of those things you said, so. But yeah, I think all of those past tiles were reasonable, to be honest, but. Oh, I forgot that Cultist didn't have Earth 1 yet either. Cultists are definitely rushing Earth 1 though, so we see that. I mean, Age can still rush Earth 1 if he uses his Priest that he took on the past tile, which maybe is what he does, although I'm not sure I like that much either, but you're pretty sure Worker Power is the worst there? I think Worker Power is potentially the worst there, but I agree that I would have got 2 power off the spade too. I'm not disputing like a lot of what you guys are saying, but I guess the real problem comes, I have a strong aversion to just taking worker power actions right now because I am paranoid. Like, I think I'm going to want to double dig, and potentially threatening like double dig in the dig round seems worth it to not have to use power this round. So my line guarantees temple plus this dwelling. I'm not sure I had a great path to that with the other tiles. Building temple's arguably wrong. I need the priest production. I absolutely need the priest. It's so good. Even if I'm getting Earth 1 blocked here, the temple is just, I think it's mandatory. It's 4 points. It's priest production. I can't do a hell of a lot else, right? Like, what else do you want me to do this round is the other question, right? I don't see like a great plan for this round that doesn't involve templing. I still think if I don't get Earth 1 too, I think it's like totally gonna be okay. I mean, I'd certainly prefer Earth 1, and Age 8 is almost certainly thinking about if he's gonna block me on Earth 1 here, but I think I'm fine just taking Water 1, honestly. Because there's gonna be quite a Water 1 rush too, is my guess. Like, just the way these other players play, like this is gonna be a Water 1 rush on the Sanctuary round, and who knows if I'm gonna be in position for it. Giants seem in a tricky spot here. What would I do? I would pass up the temple for Giants easily. It's not even a contest. I would take more coins. I would just advance ship, and I would build 1, 2, and whatever other dwelling. Like, I don't think I would worry about the temple event here if I was Giants. It's so painful to like use a priest as a worker. I can get another guaranteed coins action, which is like all I really want as Giants. And then I can like. The other problem here is my temple is going in a location that's totally not my town, and then my sanctuary that I want to build probably in this round is totally not where it needs to be. But he decides to go for it, which is fine. It's a bummer because I'm almost certainly going to get Earth 1 blocked. I can't imagine what that trading post is besides rushing for the temple, but whatever. We'll all rush temples. We'll see what happens. I'm getting Earth 1 blocked, it looks like, but I don't think it's great. But whatever. You played a similar track today and took a super similar line in round 1. You wound up single dig and 3 worker digging on C4 when witches up shimp. You built round 2 temple 2. Your worker production turned to garbage. This looks terrible for Giants. I agree. I think this Earth 1 is pretty terrible for Giants. Like, I guess he can power to a worker, but then he's not getting the coins action probably. Like, whatever. I'm not in charge of what people are up to, but I also think that Giants have been so friendly to witches. Witches are on temp ship and are getting all these hexes. They got the center town. I can't cut witches off over here. Like, witches can actually double dig this round because they can temp ship here and like take this. And then Giants connection is also like super fragile at that point. Like, I'm not impressed with what AJ has been doing, and I think it's a little bad for both of us, but oh well. That happens. It's a tricky position. It's a tricky game. And I was playing risky in certain ways, and I said I was okay if I didn't get Earth 1. Now, if I don't get Earth 1 and I don't get Connection, it's a little sketchier, but it's not the end of the world yet either. Age 8 is thinking here. By the way, sorry, did Block... Yeah, Block definitely took Earth 1. That was very expected. I think I do just take Water 1, though, like I said. I mean, it's early enough in the game still. You could maybe argue that Earth 2 with some future Earth Cult rewards is good, but I'm not doing that. I'm definitely going to just... Oh, also, what the hell happened? I just noticed that... Wait, what did Block pass for last round? He built a temple and then skipped building an extra dwelling last round? Just because he has Earth 1 now? I guess he did get 1 million cult workers in round 1. Yeah, never mind. Maybe it was fine to skip the... Nah, I would just build the dwellings. Who am I kidding? Like, I don't care about the 2 points. I care about the economy, but he did get 4 air workers, so it's much more reasonable, yeah. Age 8 does give us Earth 1. He decides to send another priest to the cult as giants. Okay. Well, I take back the mean things I was saying about Age 8, except actually I have no idea what this is for then. I don't think Age 8 has a clear plan here, and I think he's vacillating too much between lines. And I think it's going to cost him. But we will take Earth 1 here and not worry about it. Although, I guess the problem is Age 8's only dig is here, so we're 100% getting cut off, right? That's the trade. That's the trade he just offered me. He has nowhere to dig besides here, unless he bridges. He could bridge, but... You think he changed his mind? Yeah, I think he changed his mind too, but I mean, I think this trading post is pretty bad, but I'm probably losing connection anyhow. That's my opinion too. This whole game, I've been pretty sure I'm losing connection up north. It just seems so... Witches are already going to be here because they got everything. Like, I agree. I don't think connection's happening, so... Sanctuary Town 3 hexes east and connect everything else. I think that's the plan, although the other plan is... potentially just abandon the stronghold and make 3 towns elsewhere, right? Like, this could just be an abandoned stronghold game. Lost Stronghold is interesting. I agree. I think Lost Stronghold is viable here. I can make, like, my Sanctuary Town can be here, as annoying as that is, and then there's, like, a town up in here, and then the other town admittedly is a little tricky, I guess. It might just be like down here late, right? Somewhere through here with a bunch of digs. But we'll see. Giants take workers. So they're still going to build a temple, I guess. No, Peon does that. He is going to build a dwelling, cut me off before I could possibly do it. Yep, so... I think the... Oh, wait, no, what am I talking about? I clearly build this dwelling. I was about to say, I could pass first and get double dig in the dig round. Like, that sounds fantastic, but... Oh, can I even get there? I'm not quite there, am I? I'd have to... Yeah, never mind. Oh, wait, I could. If I pass for the ship tile, I have double dig. So that's the hope. Yeah, that's actually going to happen. Witches are 100% building here. So I'll pass for the ship tile, and I will get double dig in the dig round. So I like that. Who's winning? Witches. Witches are winning. Witches have got everything. I'm actually, again, I'm still kind of annoyed about what Age 8 has done here because his temple is not like, again, he doesn't have a... I shouldn't hit him too hard. He's obviously like kind of lost about what his plan should have been. I think, honestly, the priest action in round 1 was greedy, and that was the prime mistake. I think he had to rush Stronghold just so he could defend this hex, and losing this hex was like kind of catastrophic for him, but it's, I think, impacted me too. Anyhow, after blabbing on all this, let's pass for the ship tile and double dig next round. Lost Stronghold's totally fine. I agree. I think it's totally fine. Someone raised the black swarm signal. Yeah. Pass on ship VP seems great. Yeah. I mean, is Witches a good player? Witches, all these players are reasonably good. They're all like 300s to 400s, which means they're capable of playing a strong game, but they're also capable of losing what they're supposed to be up to. So we'll see. Yeah, I do agree with that too. Ghostly, you're right. He's probably a little more prone to blocking Alchemist just because he thinks they're in a good spot, but Witches have got everything this game. Although, wait, did Witches advance ship to reach that? I don't like that. Who took double... Oh, Double Dig got taken by cultists. And cultists ignored building a dwelling again. Oh, for a spade tile, though. I defend not building a dwelling for a spade tile into the spade round. That's also going to come with a coins action because Alchemist is never going to take coins. I'll allow this. I'll allow this one from block. Cultist has got a lot of things they want to, actually, so I shouldn't totally say everything's been lost for them, but gosh, do I like Witch's game. Witch's passing for just 6 coins here, having all the coin production in the world, having all their they've opened temple, 7 dwellings. It looks like they have 3 towns mostly locked up. I would love to double dig this hex and just dare Witches to take this on me, but the problem is I think Witches would dare to take it on me because they're jerks. So, I think the double dig has to be other hexes. Probably just take... I actually don't know what hex is. Probably this one because I want to try to get here. One of the slight issues here is that I can't totally get there. I fed cultist the double dig. I gotcha. I don't really care about that black except defensively. The main reason I care about this black is for a town location. This town coupled with this town and like this town looks pretty good. I guess, oh wait, maybe I'm supposed to bridge town, right? Maybe there's a bridge. I don't totally know where my 3 towns are. That's the main issue. But yeah, I don't really, this black doesn't really matter. And I don't, Witches should just hard dig it. So, messing with that is a mistake. I don't really know if I care much about these hexes either though, I guess, right? So maybe it's just take the browns out of the north so that we just don't see cultists even try to come up here at all. I actually don't know where these digs should go. I guess this is not a town, so why am I digging it, right? This is not a guaranteed town at all. I really think I would prefer to dig town spaces. So let's take the brown, and then this blue gets me, well, I'm gonna just up shipping, so I might get there anyhow. Do I need to rush this? Yeah, I do. I do need to take this, unfortunately. I guess I just take this. I need hexes. You think I have a 5 hex town in the north? You'd be taking the center blue and B2. B2 I do agree with, and then you would have taken the center blue. I think the center blue maybe is better than what I just picked. Bridge to South Gray. Oh, this sanctuary town right in here, and then this town and this town. Oh, actually that's reasonable. Bridging to this guy for the sanctuary town, and then this town space, and then like this. The problem with this town space is I do need to make sure giants actually come like in here at some point, but they might. Anyhow, what else has been happening? Age finally advances ship, has like no coins, but he has some coins coming from the cults. Maybe it'll work out for him. Witches does secure this. He single digs, which I don't know if I totally like him single digging when he has so many workers. I think I might have just hard dug fully, but meh, he's fine. Build this dwelling. I was hoping Witches would eventually, you know, be coming through here for a little more leech. My leech potential is a little iffy, but that's fine. If I strand stronghold in the east and spam 2 to 3 dwellings in the south late game. Yeah, I mean, I'm throwing some dwellings. My other thought was that this is my late town. I still don't totally have neighbors, which is the annoying thing, but I mean, if I'm building expensive trading posts in the final round, I guess it's fine. You think Age 8 must have really lost the thread somewhere? I mean, I can tell you multiple locations, but yeah, I mean, I agree. Age 8 like clearly lost the thread of what he needed to be doing, but it happens. So if I could get on the big building tile for next round, that'd be amazing. I don't totally know what else Age 8 is doing, so if there's any scenario where that happens, it's amazing for me, but I don't really know how it's happening because all I'm doing is advancing ship and then I'm also kind of done. I'm probably just throwing up this Sanctuary for Water 1 next round. And by probably, I mean like 100% M, so the big building tile would be great. If I don't get the big building tile, all these tiles kind of suck, actually. So hopefully Age 8 feels compelled to just pass with his next action to guarantee that he can get the coins next round. I'm advancing ship just because it's 3 more points, and I do like points. I eventually want to advance digs, but not really in position for that right now. So we'll get the points. Is Loki around today? Oh, sorry. Did somebody spend and I missed it? Oh yeah, you did. Hey, SJ the Kiwi. Sorry. Sometimes you guys gotta remind me again because I get too distracted. But if I'm home and streaming, Loki's probably around. Yeah. You don't go much of anywhere. Work from home. You don't have much to do. All right, buddy. This is from SJ the Kiwi. Yeah. Can you look up at the camera? Sit. Good boy. All right, there we go. Thank you, SJ the Kiwi. Thanks for calling that out again. I can't even follow my own channel credit rewards some days. I'm so right, Ghostly. That was a typo. Blah blah something. Looks like me in so many Giants game. This dog treat all the way from New Zealand. Yeah, he's so well trained. I mean, he's well trained when there's treats around. There's a lot of other times he's not that well trained. Overall, he's a pretty good dog. He works well, but he's not like an incredibly trained dog. Giants. Oh, Giants still had a dig left. Oh, but are Giants giving me? I do have enough power here. I can try to stall out AJ. The question is, will Witches insta pass for big building tile? Am I supposed to attempt to stall here by just taking the priest and then having an option of advancing dig? I think the answer is yes. So I'm gonna do it. We'll see how lucky we get. The dream is that Age 8 absolutely has nothing left to do and really wants to pass for just like worker power and a coins action. And then the theory is that Witches have something better to do than pass on to big building. That theory is probably wrong. But then I at least get 6 coins instead of whatever else I was getting. Everybody wants that tile. Yeah, I mean, Witches probably want that tile. I don't think Witches like... Oh, actually, yeah, Witches do want that tile. Witches can go Stronghold and Sanctuary next round. Ugh. So gross. Yeah, Witches getting that tile is actually going to be super gross. I at least get 6 coins. Like, 6 coins isn't great, but it's better than any of these choices. I'm still in front of Block in terms of Water 1, although Block could decide he needs Water 1 this round because he's a player that doesn't understand how to survive without it. But oh, actually, Block went to 2 shipping. Oh my god, is he actually shipping? I'm very glad I took this brown then. Yeah, the more I'm paying attention, I agree. I can't imagine what Witches do here besides pass on to big building, but I dream. Age is passing on to ship. That's fine. He can like reach here. Don't care. Witches do take big building. That's fine. I'm at least sitting right after him this way. I will just take 6 coins and make sure I'm sitting in front of. Make sure that I'm sitting in front of cultists. Cultists, like I say, still might decide something crazy, but no, he doesn't. I forgot that he already went shipping though. Block actually like shipping and doing big economy stuff. Look at him go. He is going to get Water 1 blocked, I think. I think Witches and I rush Water 1 here with Sanctuaries. But I suppose Block can get around that without too much care. Age takes coins. Witches have slight resource issues. They really do need more coins. But I assume this is Sanctuary Water 1, but I guess it could be just Stronghold. Not sure. Anyhow. Thoughts on busting up Witch's East Town late game? I'm very tempted. Absolutely. If Witches leave this too long and I have the ability to muck with it, I absolutely want to kill some of their towns, because I do think Witches have got life probably too easy. Witches do go Stronghold, so actually Block is going to get Water 1. So Witches are going to lose Water 1. And they are at only 26 points. I mean, they have big town points, but maybe it's okay. I have a big neighbor issue for all my towns. Nobody's... Well, Giants should come. Giants should come over here this round, so that's going to be welcome. I have slight issues in terms of I can't really dig. I'm just short on workers. One of the great things about the big building tile is I actually could really use those 2 workers, because I kind of want to advance dig twice and then like build this dwelling, but I currently don't have the resources for it. So a bit of leech this round would go a long ways if my opponents would oblige, because like getting a worker's action would be great. But if Block gets Water 1 blocked, I mean, yeah, Block definitely is taking Water 1. So why do Witches need Stronghold? I don't think they really do, but... Yes, Lumen, I actually agree. I think that probably was the line. You're right. Just accept that you coin town this round and you build both big buildings. Witches did get more leech too from Block, which was like very knowable, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I think Witches passing Water 1 Sanctuary was just wrong, but they chose to do it. So I think that was a mistake, which is, again, it's welcome. Part of how I may just still win this game, even though things haven't gone perfectly for me, is... hypothetically all my opponents are slightly weaker and are more likely to make some mistakes, but can't always rely on that. Lumen said like 3 illegal things. I mean, making a town before the town round is, yeah, I mean, you know. But coin town, look, sometimes it is correct. I agree with chat, guys. Sanctuary Water 1 was like pretty clearly better for Witches. Also, Witches just manually built that dwelling. I guess that's the giant effect, but like Witches can't even use that flight right now. So I don't... Wow, wait, and they double dug. Oof, I really don't like them double digging. Like, they have no coin... Like, whatever, they're doing their thing. But if I had advanced digging, I think I would meddle. Although I actually really want that leech. Giants, I still really want to join me, and I'm not sure. Actually, Giants are probably eyeing up this hex. Giants still maybe are worried about connection, although I don't know why Giants would worry about connection. I don't think they have a good network aspiration this game, but I guess I don't have much to do. Block went on my ship tile. I think I need to stay on the round, and so I think that just means a dig advance here. Part of the stronghold is pulling through for me. All the coins that I keep getting have really kept my coin conversions low in this late game, which is nice. But I haven't quite rocketed out those last full dwelling advances that would really keep my game going right now. Like, being able to build 2 more dwellings this round would be pretty huge, and I am close, so close to that workers action. And I really, really want it. I mean, the workers action only gets me 1 more dwelling, I guess, but that 1 dwelling is pretty big, plus it allows me to stall, and I need to be stalling. They double dug instead of power for coins. Yeah, I don't like that. Listening to people talk about Terra Mystica is almost as fun as playing. That's fair. Priest of Fire for who? Me? I'm not Priest of Firing. I mean, I guess I could Priest of Fire, but I'm just advancing dig. Could Giants want my blue on E4? Maybe. But, you know, honestly, if I lose this... I think it's okay. I think I'll still find some things to happen. It gets me the power, but then I can't dig. I'm not using advanced... Oh, you want me to single dig. See, I don't think I should be single digging anymore this game. I think I should be taking worker power actions and fully upping digs. Can I dig the blue now? Not, I could, but I'm not doing that. I can't build on it then. Oh, I could use my priest to dig? I'm not doing that either. I don't care about that hex. I'm advancing dig. I'm ignoring the rest of chat here. I don't like any of your suggestions. I'm videoing it. Block has played a lot of cultists. Yeah, you're saying Priest of Fire take workers pass. That's fine. I'm okay with this. This is what I'm doing. Hey, there's the leech I needed. Thanks, Block. I'll have power for worker power action. I was hoping for leech was the theory, and I got it. Now, should I take this hex if I can? Maybe, but you think cultists should disrupt Witch's town? I agree. Cultists disrupting witches would be nice, but we'll see. I'm gonna get leech from witches actually. Witches can fly in here too, so that's nice. You think the correct move in this position is to resign and not ever play Alchemist again? Interesting. I think my Alchemist game is going fine. I don't think it's great, but I think it's totally fine. Benfa. Oh yeah, okay, I see what you were doing. Okay. You would pass for double dig? What? I don't know what the rest of you guys are talking about, but it all sounds like nonsense to me. Oh, you're talking about cultists should pass and take double dig and block Witch's town. I'm a fan of that. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Actually, cultists would love to build more worker town instead of more trading posts because they'd like to save trading posts for later. Yeah, you're right, actually. Cultists double digging these hexes would be great. Although I have fully advanced digging now, so people might be paranoid about me. But Block is just building up his trading posts. It's fine. It's decent economy for him. He does have a lot of cult workers again. Giants did come here instead of taking this guy away. So I can still go for this town at some point. And he is upgrading next to me. So maybe I should take this hex and then next round I take this. My towns are also not coming along that quickly. Again, I actually don't have like a crazy booming economy at this point. Like it's pretty good. The big building tile is about to come free though. Oh, this is a trouble. I think I have to pass for a big building instantly, right? I could build both dwellings. I could build both dwellings. That's the problem. I could build both dwellings and get 2 more worker income. Or I can just get 2 workers. I agree. I think I'm on mandatory pass. Ah, witches. Witches are our savior. Witches have given us another action. I think this, as much as I kind of care about this sanctuary town, I think it's probably more important to get tempo on making a town next round. So yeah, it's probably just take this hex. Giants are going to build here too, so it's a little more leech, and I could keep using leech for some worker power actions. So yeah, let's just get this guy down though. And then it's a little risky because witches don't have to pass, but I think witches will pass next round, and then I should get the big thing, and then everything's good. AJ did put in alchemist, yes. You don't understand the reference, no reference, blah blah blah. Okay, you guys are chatting, it's all good, but Block just did something. He advanced shipping again. Okay, that's fair enough. He's on the ship tile, makes sense. Giants are building. It's fine. Age8 is maybe going to get 2 towns next round. Maybe. But I get to pass for the big building tile. Glorious, glorious big building tile. It's definitely what we need here. Yeah, I think things are still pretty good. It's tough. Witches have 2 towns coming in a town round, which is big, and they have pretty good network. The cults admittedly are messy because nobody's taken 2 key yet. Do I want a free power from cultists? I guess I do. I'm not fighting cults like hardly at all. I think I probably am building a Fire 2 temple next round at a trading post and a dwelling. That's 1 town. And then I maybe am carving out this town, or maybe it is this town still. I really don't know. Nobody else really wants the bridge. I'm going to have like a really long round, which is a bit unfortunate because the ship tile's open. Although Age is also, well, he only has, I don't know. We'll see if Age 8's on the ship tile. I'm not sure I'm going to get a pass tile into the final round, but oh well. You think you have to 7 coin? I think witches need to 7 coins so badly, but you can't believe witches pass for spade and get that hex. Yeah, I think witches still need to take coins, but we'll see. Loki, what the hell's wrong? You're okay. You think they've screwed themselves over a bunch of way by double digging last round? Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think witches screwed themselves over too. Like, isn't it easier for witches to just try for the town down here, by the way? Like, I think if I was witches and I built the stronghold last round, I would have just flown down here. And not even tried at all this gamble. But, hey. Dog on stream? Yeah, he was, you're hearing him. He was walking by. Hi, buddy. Yeah, come here. Will you look up here again for everybody? Yeah, look. There you are. Hi. You just want dinner, don't you? I guess I could go feed you dinner. Witches take coins first action, as expected. I might just take workers. I'm going to have a really long round, but I still need more workers. I'm going to try to build some towns. I don't really see what my other options are. I still need a lot of workers this game. I'm probably taking worker towns, to be honest. So... Oh, hey, we got offered some more power. It's another 3 for 2. So, do I keep taking 3 for 2s? Also, why is there a fire 2 rush? Don't do this to me, Block. Don't do this. Double dig this. Make Witch's life harder. Don't do this. Oh, boy. This also gives him a cult step. I'll finally decline one of these, right? I don't really want this. Maybe I want that? I don't know. It probably couldn't have been that wrong. I have big plans. I'm a little concerned about my victory points, even with Earth 1, Water 1, and 3 towns coming, and hopefully some network, and a pass tile. Like, it's pretty good, but I don't know if I have enough. Block is presumably taking 2 key here, although he doesn't super need to take 2 key, although it's one of those things, like, if he doesn't take 2 key, then somebody else takes 2 key. Yeah, he does just take it. I think that's the right move. Just super locking it all up is correct. Those late 3 for 2s as Elk are so hard to judge. Yeah, it's really hard. The thing is, I'm doing a decent amount of digging this round, which is going to generate a lot of power. So I'm still going to have an option to just bridge. So the 3 for 2 is really tough because it's probably saying, do I want to pay 4 points for 1 worker? That's probably what the equation comes to. And I think declining that's correct, but... Correct, Weber. That's exactly what I just got to. I think it's paying 4 victory points for a worker, so I think it's pretty easy to decline. Our round is probably too long to get onto Giants tile. Probably. It depends on how long of a round... The tricky part, right, is like how long of a round do other players have? When do Giants put their pass tile back in the pool? But I'm assuming I'm not getting Giants pass tile. I'm assuming I'm going to pass for something like worker 3 power, 3 coins and a priest, or 6 coins. All of that's going to be acceptable. I will take 2 for 1s all day. 2 for 1s are just like using coin conversions, and I'm going to at least be using coin conversions, so. Decline 3 for 2 into 7 VP towns are a deal. Yep. Hey, there's Age 8 and an undo. I'm curious what Age 8 is taking. Age 8 is also taking Fire 2. Oh my god, guys, I might get Fire 2 blocked. I can't believe it, though. Although I guess I can. Age 8's going to build a sanctuary town, but... Oh my god, did I ever think there was a Fire 2 rush? No. I don't actually get why there's a Fire 2 rush. These guys are making 2 town... Well, I guess, again, the reason you take Fire 2 sometimes is so you have tempo, but I don't know if I'd be taking Fire 2 in a lot of these players' shoes. Cultist definitely didn't need it. Cultist took Fire 2 because I don't know why. Like, that's my point. I think I'm going to get Fire 2 screwed, though. And Witches are getting away with this Hex because Cultist didn't stop them. So Witches definitely want Fire 2 because Witches can get 3 towns this round now. And I just can't take Fire 2 until I trading post, so I'm going to get blocked on it. And, oh my god, I'm really annoyed. Really annoyed by that. It's to avoid using trading houses this round. Yeah, that's not a good reason, but it looks like just so they could get 2 key town tempo. I also don't think Block needed 2 key town at all that badly. Also, Block could have just got his town with a trading post. He just builds the trading post for 2 key town. Like, Block absolutely didn't need to, but whatever. I should always expect a Fire 2 rush? No, I shouldn't. I should not always expect a Fire 2 rush. You should expect a Fire 2 rush when people need it. When it makes sense. I don't think Fire 2 makes any sense here for some of these players. Like, it's not that good. Now, it's annoying because I'm going to get blocked. But, like, honestly, how is it better for Age 8 here than build a trading post, just build this for Air 1, and, like, make the town next round? How is this sequence actually going to be better for him? Especially when he's taking a coin town? Like, maybe he has to take a coin town anyhow. But I'm not convinced that chasing this 5 points is actually going to be better. But it's so often that Fire 2 rushes happen. I'll admit, I clearly need to play somewhat more mediocre players more often. One of the slight issues I've been having with this arena season is I mostly play really high-level games. And that tends to mean that I can make a lot more predictions than I'm able to make this game. I can't believe the Fire 2s ran out this game. I'm not going to lie to you. It makes I don't think I would ever have taken it as Giants here. I don't think there's any way I would have touched it. I almost certainly wouldn't have touched it as Cultist. As Cultist, I would have blocked Witches. I see no reason to give Witches their 3rd town this round. But, you know, whatever. I also don't expect Earth 1 rushes. Yeah, I know, but whatever. You're happy to play me anytime? That's fair. It's not right, but it happens. I agree it happens, so. You like it if it gets him a 3rd town. I agree. If you take Fire 2 and you're getting 3 towns, great. But outside of that, I think the Fire 2s from Cultists and Giants are kind of weak here. The other reason that I don't love the Fire 2 from, like, Age 8 here is, like, he's building a Sanctuary that scores him, like, no points. And he could easily just make the town next round, right? So he's also committed to a Sanctuary that's causing him to take Fire 2 and causing him to take a coin town that he just doesn't really want. Like, I don't think it's good, but whatever. 2-town Fire 2 is just tempo? Correct. That's the main issue. 2-town, like, Fire 2 off of when you're 2-towning is just tempo, and it's weak. But whatever. As much as I'm going to complain about it, I can't do anything about it besides accept that that's what these fools have done, and I'm pissed about it, but I will just plod along. Witches have no dwellings left. I can mess with them. It's too expensive for me to mess with witches. It's up to somebody else to do. Like, could Cultist have triple dug this? Yeah, but he's, you know, doing other sensible things, I guess. But we're going to prioritize network and something like Air 1 and just 2 towns. I can only 2-town now, but I mean, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose. Witches have been handed too much. Witches have just got handed way too much, is my read. Although I guess they're at 66 and they already scored 2 towns. What did they take? They took a coin town. And they did take the 11-pointer. Maybe Witches haven't been handed too much? I don't know. I'm not happy. That's where I'm at. I'm not happy. That's all I know. That's all I know for sure. Honestly, my easiest town this round is probably to triple dig this guy, take the bridge, and build a trading post or even just another dwelling. And yeah, just accept that. I mean, the only way that I make 3 towns, I guess, is like I can maybe try to get like a 5 dwelling, 2 trading post down here. This would also need to be a 5 structure, 2 trading posts. That's 3 dwellings, 2 trading posts, 2 trading post, sanctuary, trading post, temple, and the dwellings. I can still 3 town this, but it's a lot of digging. This seems difficult. It is difficult. That's what I was just calculating, right? I would need a lot of digs. It would be 5 structures here, 5 structures here, and my 4 structures with a bridge here. So the problem though is like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 workers of digging. Plus, it's the 1, 2, 10, 17 workers worth of 17 workers worth of stuff I need to build. Oh, also I forgot about this dwelling. Yeah, never mind. I'm just 2 towning. 3 towning is insane. I could probably make a 3rd town if I don't care about network. Yeah, that's true. I could still desperately try to carve this, but like witches are just going to beat me here. Witches are totally making this town this round. Nobody's stopping them. Next dig is C2, then bridge. I think it could be, although I'm not sure. I might just make this town first and delay on this one. I can still always make this a town next round, and I don't super want to reveal I need the bridge yet to get bridge blocked. The other advantage to just trying to rush this town is that maybe I do just get Age 8's tile, because currently witches are in position for it, but witches are trying to make their town. So I probably should make sure that I'm available to just take the ship tile, I think. I think that's the new game plan. So the question is, how much longer of a round does Age 8 actually have here? He's probably going to advance ship, and then he's basically done. So I think I'm rushing this town is my plan. I'm just going to convert a power to a coin here, double dig, put down the dwelling. Yeah. And again, is despite all my caterwauling, I mean, giants are at 72, witches are at 66. Block has made both his towns at 68. I mean, my opponents haven't done a great job of actually scoring, in my opinion. Witches don't have water 1. Block has like all the cult points, is a big positive for him. His network is pretty good. Witch's network is pretty good. I'm not totally sure how my network is. My network's going to be 14 is the slight problem. So like, is Block going to be able to put down all this stuff? I guess not. I took enough browns away from Block. I don't know. I might still be winning this with like network. I have pretty limited cults, but maybe I'm supposed to just take some priest towns and throw a couple late priests for some points. Not sure. Age 8 does advance ship and has very little else to do, so I think I should just be prepared for the ship scoring tile. So I make this town. I offer Age a bunch of leech. I'm offering him a bunch of leech regardless. And then I could take a workers town. I guess I need a workers town to have the option of making the other town this round. And I still will need workers long term. So like the priest looks good, but I probably should just take the workers. Is it worth it to block Giants connection? No, I don't care about Giants. I don't care about Giants network. Giants network is meaningless to me. Giants have scored all their points. They build TPs next round. Yeah. At what point do I start converting power to coins? Next round, probably. Or I already did a little here, but do we lose network to cultists? That's what I was concerned about. The main advantage here is that cultists would need to build 4 dwellings, although he is getting 2 spades. But I think he might be trying to carve out another town. So, I mean, I guess the real question is, can I get over here and muck up his town fast enough? That might be my priority next round. Dig and build this and then block his extra town that he's fighting for. Is almost certainly what I want to do. But if I get down to 15 buildings, 14 network, yeah, I'm trying to get to 14 network and at least make sure I tie is my goal. I definitely don't want to watch block actually make it to 15 network, and I don't want to watch witches make it to 15 network, which means I need to keep witches at down to 3, which isn't going to happen. Witches are still just are going to build a trading post, hard dig down a dwelling. Age is building a trading post. Okay. I didn't expect that. I really thought Age was passing. But I get down. He needs 4 spades for 5 buildings. He has 2 earth spades, so 6 extra. Yeah, I agree. I think I need to be prepared to mess with block. My real question at this point, honestly, is like, I think I'm just building this dwelling so that I can have I don't want to watch him make another town either. And he's gonna probably put his spade somewhere. I'm expecting a spade here and like possibly trying to line up this hex. That's what it looks like. It looks like the fire 2 is because Block thinks he's gonna make another town, and I think I'm gonna block that. So I think I'm digging and building here. Age 8 is clearly going to pass. Witches, I think, are going to make their town instead of passing. And then I'll pass. The slight issue with digging and building this is I don't know if I have the backup of finishing this town this round then. But I think that's okay. I think I still have the ability to just finish this town next round. I don't really love this triple dig option anyhow. It's kind of easier just to build these dwellings and make these trading posts town next round. And I think it's important to be able to just mess with block next round. But it might be too aggressive, but whatever, I'm doing it. Converting a power to a coin because I'm getting... Well, as soon as I dig, I get that back, and I guess I'll do one more VP to coin. I'm almost certainly doing a couple more VP to coin this game. Are we still hating on Giants game, or are they doing okay? I don't like Giants game. I don't think Giants have a chance at all. But maybe I'm wrong. He's at 85. He does have air 1, so he's at 88. This is 100, 104. He has some call. I mean, the problem is he's like in the 120s to 130s. Like, I'm not even sure he hits 130. So I think he is out of it. Block does look like he's setting up for this town. He digs and builds this dwelling, which means I think the cult digs are going here. So my first action might be to just block this hex. I think I'm playing aggressive, a little aggressive against him for network and other stuff. Age is passing. I think witches have to go for the town. I think it's wrong for them to pass on the 5 points here, but I guess they could pass for the ship tile. But they also only need 2 shipping to connect. I guess it's a source of points. If they pass, that's fine. I don't think it's a big deal, but I definitely am ready for the ship tile right here, so I'm hoping they prefer to just make their town. It seems like making the town is pretty good for them, but I get surprised by people's plays all the time, so. 18 points next round, no pass tile for Giants, yeah. Why not do power coin there to cycle power? I did. I did convert 1 power to coin. I did cycle power. Converted power to coin, gained 2 power. No, to end 105. Oh. Yeah, I probably should have, but I didn't. Hey, witches are going to block it anyhow. Well, there went all those predictions, and by predictions, I mean I'm just wrong again. Well, that's annoying. I love being wrong all the time. Just all the time about everything my opponents do. It's glorious. New plan. Yeah, I don't know. I still need a lot of workers. It costs me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 workers is a lot. I don't want to give block the big building tile, but I don't really want to give block tempo on anything. Everything's misery. Do we air 1 this round? Probably. Can I afford Sanctuary Bridgetown? No, I can't anymore. And I don't think that's... I just don't even think it's worth it, to be honest. Yeah, it gets me 5 points, but it's really painful. I don't think it's very good. Guys, I don't think I can do the Sanctuary. I guess I technically could do the Sanctuary Town. You guys are right. I do actually have the resources. I could do the Sanctuary Town. It is the same amount of digs. It just means I'm paying for a bridge. It also means I'm building another trading post ahead of the trading post round. I can worker town and then temple for air 1. That part's true. That's decent, actually. Sure. Oh, I'm out of time. Well, shit. Sorry, everybody. The one thing I don't love about this is that I do think it means that Block is going to have tempo on building this hex. He's going to cult spade it, and then he's going to build it. Oh, he's not going to have a dwelling, though. Unless he's careful. That could be pretty handy. We're just going to dig this one at a time. To green. Green is the right way, right? Green, blue, black. Yeah. Do I actually have the workers for this team? Oh, once I dig, I'll have the workers. Gosh, it's tight. Block just built another trading post in the wrong spot in order to get another town. Well, I guess he can air one. Oh, no, he does have one more trading post. What am I saying? Yeah, he already built. Never mind, it is fine. All right, change this. Now it goes to blue. We're walking a fine line. I agree, this is the correct one. This is definitely correct. Just, now we do finish the town. We do... we do have just overall more economy this way. We do get an air 1 down. The priests could be useful. I will just pass for probably worker power coins. Like, I don't know. It's going to work out. But yeah, it is a bit absurd. It does mean that I probably don't need to do any coin conversions next round, which is nice. This Air 1 is a bit expensive right at the moment, but I'm eventually building this temple for Air 1 anyhow, so I'm pretty sure Age 8's just declining this no matter what. I'm going to be at 85 though, see I don't know if that's enough, but whatever. I've played the game. I bid Alchemist quite a bit, and there's been some rough breaks, is really where it comes down to. Witch's passing maybe was correct, too, but... anyhow, worker power 3 coins. I mean, 6 coins is about the same, but this is... yeah, I mean, this is 5.5 things versus 6, but these things are a little bit better, because I need more workers, and I might want more power. And I probably don't need that many coins this round anymore. Block does have a dwelling, so he's gonna dig and presumably first build this. I mean, he still has a town come in. He is winning all the cults. It's hard to see here. Like, I don't know if I have many advantages here. Making another town, I guess, is still an outside possibility, right? I did build in this scenario I talked about, or no, it's not, because I would have 3 once I build these 2 trading posts, it frees up 3 dwellings, so it could be trading post, dwelling, dwelling, and I'm just 1 behind, yeah. So no, it's not possible. Yeah, I don't think it's 9 workers for the temple, Weber. I think it's way more than that, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The digs. And then it's another temple and another trading post. I think it's way too many. 9 more workers. Oh, okay, that's what you're joking about. Yeah, I think it's way too many is the answer. He did correctly protect that. I can maybe just hit this witch's hex at least. Witches are probably getting to 15 network regardless, but hitting their hex at least gives slightly more hope. And I think, I mean, well, how expensive is it for me to just get to 15 network? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus the digs. The digs could be just 12 and then 13, 14. Close to that. I don't know what I'm supposed to hit here. I guess witches already used their flight, so I don't need to worry about this hex yet because they can't get there. And I'm going to just be building some trading post regardless. So I guess I'm feeding cultist to free leech. This gives me the most flexibility this round still. But yeah, I'm in some pretty big trouble. I need more points. I don't have Pastel. Oh, witches can reach this hex, but he can't build it. Gosh, maybe I am giving witches too much credit though. Like, to me, this seems like an incredible witches game. I feel like I should be crushing it if I was witches. And he has already scored all of his towns. He doesn't have water 1. He doesn't have air 1 yet. He is gonna win network because honestly, he can just advance dig twice. Well, he has to build 2 trading posts. Maybe I don't know. It looks like he's going to hit 15 network if he puts his mind to it, is what I feel like. He has too many cheap hexes, but am I sending priest to cults? I don't know. That was part of the problem. Like, I kind of want to fight cult points, so like maybe just sending 2 priests to air is the right move. Probably is the right move. I mean, there's an outside chance that I can build this I can potentially build this temple and rebuild the trading post and the 4 dwellings and hit 15 network myself even with the cutoff. But it's also possible I might not be able to do that. Am I bringing it home? I don't know, Marushka. Things did not go our way in a lot of ways. And like now I have to answer the question here of, do I block witches free dwelling? And I think the answer is yes. I think I'm supposed to make it hard for them at least. I gotta make it hard on somebody somehow, right? I mean, block is just doing too good here too, right? Block is already at 14 network. He's also just definitely hitting 15 network. I can't possibly stop block from 15 network. So block gets to 15 network. He's winning all the cults. Yeah, this is just not working. No, we can't 3-town. Everything went bad. Everything went bad. Block is getting 15 network and 32 cult. Probably. Nobody... Again, the problem is, like, nobody stopped them. Like, Age 8 made my life miserable. And then everybody took Fire 2 and made my life miserable. I couldn't block anybody down here. Witches have got everything they wanted. I mean, whatever, it's fine. Like, it turns out I just should have bid differently. Or, like, I don't know, right? Like, you assume Giants is not going to let witches have the center. That's what I assumed. That was part of what I was bidding on. I'm partly bidding on some other things, too. I was hoping a little more pastels, something, but none of it happened, so whatever. I mean, these games happen, but yeah. I don't even know if it's worth blocking witches, but the problem is if I don't block witches, they're also getting to 15 network. So then it's really important for me to try to push to 15 network is I think where I'm at. So I probably should just build these 2 dwellings and think more about life after that. I'm still quasi angling for this town, but yeah, it's so many workers. I don't think it's possible. When you start round 2 with 4 free air workers, yes, they're a dumb faction. Are we playing for second? I think we're getting third, to be honest. I just don't... Maybe we could beat witches. So I guess if we were playing for if we could beat witches, maybe we should have just cut witches off. That maybe would have worked. But yeah, I mean, Block has won this game, right? I can't imagine Block doesn't win this game. Block is 100% hitting 15 network. And nobody's... I mean, he literally can close out every cult. He's going to get the cult sweep. And he's just going to tie for a network win. And he still has enough resources to just, like, advance dig twice, right? He can advance dig twice and do all that. So, yeah, I mean, it's too much. Witches still haven't actually built this hex. Witches are also close to 16 network, especially if I don't mess with them. This is gross. It needs to be a 5 structure town. Yeah, I don't have Fire 2. I can't make that town. This town is so difficult. The reason this town is so difficult is because I could build the trading post and then dwelling, but it's not enough. So then I need the temple, the trading post, and a dwelling here. So it's so many workers. Now, I wish I could do it, really do. But hey, Block goes for the stronghold. That's one moment of Block making a mistake again. Dig advances were just more efficient for Block, I think. Although I guess he rebuilds the trading post this way. He really needs to put a dwelling down. He only has one dwelling location. All right, team. Did Block just give us an opening here by leaving? Well, he's so close to double dig, actually. So never mind. Block. Well, he doesn't have a guaranteed power income. Although he is going to get a power income because witches will build this. I don't think there's any way to... Yeah, Block has multiple dwelling locations because he can double dig. So he can single dig. So he currently can single dig. So I could just mess with this hex, but I also don't really have the resources to be messing with people's hexes as much as I want to. Things are just not good. There's just so many ways they're not good. I can also send a priest to air, but it barely matters because Age is 100% responding with a priest to air. So I think I'm just going to continue delaying all actual decisions. But I think I'm just taking third, and I'm not even 100% sure I'm beating Age anymore because Age 8 still has a few more points to come, and he has significantly better cults, and I might just get third on network. Even with the abandoned stronghold, like, I did not necessarily expect cultists to hit as much network with me taking most of the north away from them, but still just too many resources, too much stuff. And then witches, just zero disruption. Really thought Block would disrupt witches, but I guess he's winning without that, so why disrupt, right? Hey, Giants are at least making that. Giants did just help. Giants helped the team, so don't let it be say that Age 8 didn't help at all. Age 8, I think, did take Cultist only single dig option. Oh no, Cultists do have a single dig here too. I'm duh. So Block is just gonna single dig right now and build this if he has any sense in the world. I still think 15 network is probably too much for me. Wow, wait, Block just built the trading post. Huh. I'm tempted to accept that just so that I can get the workers' power action. It's well, okay, it's 1, 2, and then 3, 4 currently, and then it would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 workers I need. I might actually be able to get to 15 network, which is probably my only chance of winning this game. So I think I do accept this. Green should take H4 to deny Brown from just dumping on everyone. H4. I don't know what H4 is, but... the natural blue. I don't know why that matters. We might not score a ton on the structures, but we get network points. Yeah, I agree. It's correct to build this. The problem is I have to, like, I'm taking some leech to make it, and I'm not even 100% sure yet I've made this, right? I think I need 10 workers. I have only 2 digs coming in, so I'm still short actually doing this. Now I guess I can get 3 power from the... I can just take like water 3 to get the most power back, but I think I'm still short currently. That super efficient third cultist town, so unfortunate. Oh, everything was unfortunate. Everything was unfortunate. Like, my opponents got... The problem is I was bidding like cultist and witches' lives would be harder somehow for some reason, and instead they've been perfect buddies. And Giants disrupted them not at all. If Age 8 just advanced ship and like took this hex away early, like that's something huge. If witches just don't get the center town, that's huge, right? I mean, look, I don't want to like totally like dunk and say Age 8, but I think he'll agree. Like Age 8's not This isn't where giants are supposed to be this game. AJ took a priest early that he sent to a cult for a couple of coins. It was really quite inefficient of him. So I think he just lost thread of what he needed to do early. Early shipping giants are such monsters. Getting the stronghold up. I mean, to be fair, I kind of missed that AJ might need to rush the center too. But it was just too much here. And these things happen. I mean, I've been pretty lucky thus far in this arena season, honestly. I haven't had any real disruptions, so whatever. I've had a lot of very easy games, to be honest. So it's probably time for me to just have a rough one. That's how she goes. But yeah, the fire 2 block was just really unfortunate too. I'm still not actually sure that Age rushing for the stronghold, rushing out a town was correct for him, but oh well. I can't take this, although do I need to? Nah, I don't need to anymore. I have enough, I think. But Alchemists are so fragile. Yeah, I mean, that's tough too, right? I bid quite a bit for Alchemist. I assumed things were going to be nicer, and they weren't. Although, I mean, I don't know. It went pretty well. I got Earth 1 and Water 1 when I needed to. Like, I actually don't think this game's that bad for me. It's really the Fire 2 block is huge, right? Not getting Fire 2 really did mess with me too. And to be fair to cultists, they did make a third town, so it turned out correct for them too. I just didn't see that at the time, but I wasn't, I didn't get involved. I wasn't able to block it. So, whatever. Oh, I could have exploded so much, yeah. The starting bids were like 10 for witches, 13 for cultists, 19 alchemists or something, 18 alchemists. Witches were 9. Yeah, I mean, the bids seem about correct, to be honest, but you bid 11 points here in part thinking to win network. Yeah, I mean, I thought I would have options. The thing is, I thought I would have options to win network or 3 town in some capacity. I never imagined a world where both witches and cultists would get to 15 network and I would not 3 town. Like, those just weren't, those were not thoughts. Like, I thought I would either make a 3rd town and give up network, or I thought I'd be getting 2 towns and network at the very least. And when I was completely abandoned the stronghold, I thought I would just get 3 towns and network. But, whatever. So that was a bad read too. Although, again, it's partly because I lost that. Oh, hey, everybody, I made another bad read. Remember how I've been counting to get to 16 network? I don't have another single dig hex either. I have 1 single dig hex. So I'm totally screwed on this network thing, by the way. Yeah, totally screwed on the network thing, actually. I would have had... Maybe I did need to take that 4 for 3, which I didn't. I guess... Yeah, I don't know. This is gross. I have 2, E4, E... Oh, there is one right here. You're right. Sorry. Okay, there is 1 more hex. Oof, good. I'm gonna need that hex. I can't find the second of 2 single dig spaces. You're correct, guys. Twice now this game. I can't identify it. It's really bad. I just don't see. I don't see the blue hexes. I don't know. It is really bad. Although, do I need more power? I still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So actually, I still do need 6 power income. I am 1 power short currently. So I actually did miscount. So I am still screwed. I need 1 more power very badly, and I'm not going to get it. You've been trying to tell me. Yeah, water 3 is not enough, guys. I get 3 leech. Gets me 3. I dig. Turns black. I get 2 more. I'm 1 power short. Definitely a 1 power short in all worlds here. So I think the play is to just accept that that's true. I'm not getting to 15 network. It's just not happening. So then, is the temple trading post even correct? Or do I just take a priest and steal a few cult points where I can? The problem is I can't steal cult points. It's miserable. Giants are always going to respond priest to air. I guess maybe I can protect this, but witches are always going to throw priest to fire. Yeah, I can't even steal cult points. Everything's awful. Age builds next to me for a leech. Age. Oh, Age is building another trading post, and it is coming next to me. Right? He has a trading post. Water one, air one. Okay, I am getting one more leech for sure. Okay. Then we do go with trading post plan. I need to take water 3 to make this work. Cultists don't want this. Take water too? Oh, fair enough. You guys were right. I should have done that. He could have stalled me. He didn't. To be fair, he can't really stall me because I can just build a trading post and I can do the dig. So I don't think he could have outweighted me. So I don't think it was that important. But you guys are right. I should have just taken water too anyhow. But that's okay. It's worked out. It's worked out here. It's not good. It's not good. Age is at 110. And he has just all the cult points over me. I have no cult points. But tying network is at least 12 network. I don't even know if I'm for sure beating Giants anymore, though. Block has this game so easily with all the cult points and hitting 15 network. Just great cultist stuff. Cultists are just too strong. Should have just bid them a lot more. Alchemists being that close to cultists are just a big mistake, people. I tricked myself into thinking alchemists would be great here. They were not. They were not great. They were merely okay. It looks like my I can give Age a bunch of leech. He doesn't want again. Yeah, it might just be 4th here though, because this is still really expensive, and he has +4, +6, +10. He has +12 on me on the cult, so my network evens out. I'm gonna end the game at 106, and only 2 cult points. Yeah, I think I'm just last. Just last. Oof. Well, the top of the arena standings is gonna be a quick tumble here. I've had such good run in arena this season. I've literally only taken 1st and 2nd thus far, but here it was finally time for a fall. Took the risky faction. Things did not break well. Definitely got tricked into bidding too much on alchemists. That for sure was part of the problem. Although people really bid a lot on witches and cultists, but I mean, it turned out it was correct. Giants were just not good here either, and we needed to just bid witches and cultists a lot. I think as a table, we probably need to do a little better job of making witches and cultists' lives miserable too, but we did not succeed at that in the slightest, so. Oh well. Witches are still in, and they're only at 2 shipping. Their last move is to advance ship. Yeah, okay, they can't mess with this. Alks are difficult when Age 8 is in the game. He plays them about 10 points better than most players, so it makes you want to deny him. That's not even the problem. I actually thought Alchemist would be fine here. I'm at least top of the leaderboards in entertainment. Thanks. Just got here, but being 1.3 workers short of another town is pretty. Yeah, I mean, look, that was not great either. But I never wanted to build this much stuff either, so. Lots of things were just short of being great all game, and that's part of how it goes. Cultist power should not depend on others and should not work just... Nah, cultists are fine. It's totally fine. Cultists are totally fine, but... Are witches only getting 9 more points than giants here? It's possible. I mean, witches are passing for 13, though. And they have network of 12, and they have cults. Nah, witches have to be a mile ahead. Maybe not a mile, but witches have some cult points and 12 network. Although you said 9? Yeah, it could be 9. Witches may only be 9 points ahead of giants. But to be fair, I think witches also sacrificed a lot. Like, I don't quite know how witches almost got to 16 network and didn't score more this game. I mean, this stronghold over just the sanctuary. To be fair, the sanctuary for water 1 instead of the stronghold is like a big shift just right there. Then I think there's probably a few other things witches could have done too, but oh well. We tie giants for 4th? I don't think so. Giants just outright beat us. We just have a flat 4th here. But look, it's fine. Again, I think ultimately I think giants, this is one of the reasons that I kind of hate giants in the game. Giants are very disruptive, but they can't hurt everybody. And a lot of times who they hurt decides a lot of the game. I don't think witches should possibly have these town locations when giants are in, but they do. Cultists maybe should have this stuff, but giants sometimes, you know, think about taking this or who knows what else. But yeah, who knows? I mean, block is just a mile ahead of us too, so it's not even just all that. I guess I need to be down here annoying block. I'm not sure. Cultists still just had too good of a game. I mean, part of the problem is the rest of us don't have good games, right? Like, why do the rest of us not have good games? Don't totally know, but all right, how much do we lose? We go down to 5th. That's not as bad as I thought, but that was rough. But yeah, giants are a bully that you don't like. You're not a giants player. Yeah, I'm not, you know, whatever. South is less disruptible by giants, so cultists do benefit there. Giants should literally be banned. I mean, giants should be banned, but yeah, that was rough. Wow, yeah, it took a long time, but hey, I've said this before. I take a long time when I get put in situations I don't know what to do with, and boy, was that this game. Things were bad. So I guess, yeah, let's just look at the main top line things. The rounds were what I thought. Alchemist did just do very well on favors and rounds. And Alchemist did well on bonus cards. I just paid too much to leech and coin conversions to actually get this stuff done. And I need to just win network and probably make another town. I mean, I might have undervalued the cult points too for cultists. Just nobody competed on cults this game, which was a lot of why I said I would bid on cultists. I just convinced myself that cultists were going to have too much issues with network with Alchemist in the north. But cultists did just have too many resources, too much explosion. They did get double dig in round 1. That still was kind of fortunate, as we talked about. If witches had upgraded over by me, I get double dig in round 1. If I get double dig in round 1, I'm taking this hex and this hex, or at least this hex, and then probably this guy. So that forces, that's going to force AJ to think other ways. It might mean that I just, I might still, well, no, I'm not triple shipping then if I'm double digging. So then my shipping comes later. Yeah, I don't know. The game spirals in like really weird ways if I get double dig instead of cultists. And then obviously the game is different if I don't get Fire 2 blocked. Because I at least get one more town, which at least gets me close to, gets me a lot closer to third, at least second. But who knows? How do giants get that red? What red? I don't know what red we were talking about, sorry, but witches cut you off in the center round 1, and that wasn't what you were expecting. Maybe it should have been. I mean, to be honest, I don't really foresee it either, but I'm not really sure why you gave up this hex. I don't understand the dig here and this hex. I don't understand the priest to earth instead of advancing ship. You got a coins action and a priest in round 1 as giants. That's great. You advance ship, you can threaten everything. You can get up to your northern reds and stuff. A lot easier expansion. This, yeah, you cut me off, but I guess it got you town space without a bridge, but it costs you 3 digs to do it, which is half your digs in the game. So I usually am not a huge fan of that. This like bridge town right through here is pretty nice. I think I would have possibly at least thought about that. I mean, I guess Witch is just Sanctuary Town, so it's not a big difference, but I don't know. You weren't getting Earth 1 and you foresaw losing network badly, so you decided playing Econ wasn't the way. Gotcha. I mean, you could have had Earth 1 though, right? I mean, you did wind up building a temple and you just chose not to take Earth 1. Which is fair, because I agree. I don't think Earth 1 was going to be great for you, but... I mean, ultimately, I agree. I think what happened... I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I guess maybe the real lesson in this game is that if witches can single dig and they have the spade in hand, you really should probably just rush your strongholds so you can cut them off. Losing this hex, I think, is just... Yeah, I mean, witches got too much. Although, again, witches didn't even turn that into as much as they should have. That's actually the thing I'm also curious about. Witches did get bid. I guess they just got bid too much. What else went wrong for witches this game? They got some coins actions. I mean, I guess Witch's big issue is, again, they still... Witches should have taken Water 1. That means cultists don't get Water 1. And that alone is a big enough shift in this game to do who knows what. Probably not enough to change who wins, but that was a really surprising round. Slight overbid and bad favor VP. Yeah, I think witches were slightly overbid, it turns out. Cultists are just too good. And then witches, though, yeah, I think if witches just found the line of Sanctuary for Water 1, and then if they're willing to just trading post into Coin Town into Stronghold, that's another 9 points on the pass that round. And then they also get Water 1 points for all their trading posts. Yeah, who knows? Oh well. Also, only 28 round VP and 15 were in the town round. 15 were not in the town round because, yeah, they gave up for the ship tile. But you don't know about cultists too good. You think my read of them getting blocked was completely legit? I mean, I will agree that everything went right for cultists as well, admittedly. Cultists were able to they got double dig in round 1, they got double dig in round 2. So they could have got more spade blocked, but they weren't. Now, admittedly, it's hard to get spade blocked in a game of Giants and Alchemists. Cultists also did, admittedly, yeah, get a third town that just had no disruption, even though witches... See, the other thing of Giants not taking this is witches didn't take this. Witches often take this blue hex for the bridge town, but then because Giants don't take this, witches don't take this, and now cultists don't have to triple dig and they instead double dig. It's just like, it's so many like off-stream effects of just how I did not expect this game to break. And then, yeah, I did not expect to lose. Okay, well, I should just be done. Whatever. Some games break really poorly. I think this game a lot of it broke really poorly. I think it's a little bit of, I probably did get tricked into bidding Alchemist a little too far. Should have just bid Cultist more. There's too many ways for things to go really well for Cultists, and I should have been bidding more on that front. Should not be bidding as much for Alchemists. They're a little too fragile. Even if you think things are going to go well for them, it can go poorly. So don't get too risky. And then, yeah, whatever. Then some games just don't break your way. That happens. So, oh well. Anyhow, you think Cultist game wasn't all that above expectation? They were about 50-50 to get the double dig round 1. The third town is above expectation. The tie-in network at 15 is way above expectation, I think. Like, this track is good for Cultists. You get a bunch of workers, and then you get a couple coins if you got to send some priests, which is iffy. You get some more coins is good, and then you get some more workers, but like they don't get spades until round 5 from the cults. So like there are chances that things don't explode as easy. Alchemist can take more browns away. Like there's a world where maybe I took another brown earlier. Especially if I'm fighting for this town. If I don't get blocked from the north, I'm definitely probably fighting for this town space. But it became clear early on, obviously, which is getting here in round 2 off temp shipping and you like not shipping. It was look, ultimately it was a very wacky like set of circumstances that led to some of this. And Cultist getting double dig in round 2, right? That's the other like slightly crazy thing. I decide to spend all my power for Priest because I don't get Priest in round 1 because Giants take it, which fair enough. Witches take single dig in round 1 rather than just being happy with their spade and passing early for double dig. Now, admittedly, they got the whole center, so it was worth the trade, but Cultist getting both double spade actions early. I don't, whatever. Things just went very smoothly for some of my opponents, so whatever. You think block is quite a bit better than it used to be? Yeah, I mean, this game block... that's the other thing I will say. Like, despite all my counterwalling, I'm not really sure block made any incorrect moves. Like, most of his game I agreed with. I'm not sure about the stronghold. I think the stronghold is slightly inefficient. I think he had a dig advance or two that are just better. Although it did let him rebuild the trading post. So maybe the combination was better? Or at the very least, it's probably equivalent. Whatever. Block is better than he used to, but I agree with you. Block is a little... Block can be a little iffy. But see, the thing I'll say for this game, AJ, is he actually did open economy favor into Earth 1. That was very good. And then he didn't just force Water 1 this game. He waited for Water 1 in round 4, even though he very easily could have been blocked. He had the resources in round 3, and I thought he might just build a trading post, or just build a temple for Water 1, or build a sanctuary for Water 1 a round ahead of time, and skip building a few more dwellings. But he built the dwellings in round 3, and he was in position to get blocked. If Witches just takes Water 1, and I 100% am taking Water 1, blocked would have got Water 1 blocked this game, and it seemed like he was okay with that. He built economy in round 3 rather than rush Water 1. So I mean, I'll grant I think he definitely made at least a few decisions I'm not sure he would have in the past. I don't really know if he made many errors this game. I'm not super closely paying his attention to his game, obviously, but I mean, Block's game looks pretty dang good, so this was a good game for him for sure. Yeah, so anyhow, Fire 2 became super... Fire 2 wasn't necessary, you're right. He still could have made all of these towns without it, but at the time it's hard to know. I don't really blame Block's Fire 2 anymore because he did make 3 towns and it worked out. I just did not see it coming because I thought he was just going to build his towns without it. I also thought he should just cut Witches off. I thought Witches were just doing a much better game. I was underestimating Block's game at that point, to be fair. So, still not thrilled about Giants. Not thrilled about Giants Fire 2 either, but it turned out okay for Age. He beat me, so maybe it's what he needed to beat me. So, could he have made them in time? Yeah, the thing is, I don't think Block could have actually made these towns. And I don't think he knows he's going Stronghold, so, I mean, yeah, in hindsight, it looks like he doesn't need Fire 2, but he doesn't know that, so it's fine. Anyhow, 80 points left. Oh, you're trying to feed Loki and you don't have enough. Well, we can get him on camera one more time. That'll maybe cheer me up. It'll cheer him up. We can all move past this ugly 4th place game. I haven't got a 4th. And I was so happy recently. I've been playing like so well, and I've been on such a good streak. And my elo has started to go back up, and then this nonsense happens. But oh well. You would also like to move past it? All right. Well, let's pretend this one never happened, AJ, and then in future games, let's be friendly to each other. Let's not incorrectly bid, and let's not let the other 2 players run away with it. That's my new theory, but we'll see. Anyhow, Loki, buddy, here's a free one. Come on, a little closer. Sit. Sorry. Stay. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, you redeemed it. All right. Thanks, friends. Thanks. One big happy TM family. I mean, we're still happy. Like, look, I kind of want to compete in arena this season, and inevitably some bad games were gonna happen, and I couldn't just literally go the whole season with taking first and second as much as I would like to think I could. So, yeah, you know, like that's just how things go. I'll bounce back with some good games in the future. So, what a cutie! Yes, indeed, Loki's a great pal. He's a very cute dog. Yeah, he's a good pal. I should probably go play with him, get my dinner, move on. I might play a game later tonight, but probably won't stream it. Which actually, yeah, that's what I should finally do. Once again, blabbing on when nobody's watching. But I probably am not going to stream much for like the next week because I have a lot of in-person gaming going on. So I'm definitely not streaming like Thursday through Sunday. Maybe I'll finish streaming on Wednesday. Maybe one tomorrow too, actually. I might not go to my in-person gaming thing tomorrow, so maybe I do another one after work. I don't know. I'm having fun with streaming too. I'm having fun with the arena season, so we might see some more stuff. Maybe we'll all continue to learn a few things, like just continue to freaking bid Alchemist or Cultist every game because they're stupidly good, and Alchemist are fragile as crap, and you gotta be careful. But whatever. Anyhow, what amazes you is not that bad games happen, but more than you can stream at the same time. You get so miserable. Oh, I mean, look, I feel like I'm pretty salty, but maybe I'm not that salty. I don't know. I'm still like, I don't know. I get salty too. I have 2 games now recently. This one, well, actually, this one I'm not even that salty about. I'm still not over that Fire 2 Open game. That one's still absolutely pissing me off. I lost a bunch of elo for no good reason, and it's freaking ridiculous. But this one I can point to a few things I think I did bad. Even if Giants do some of the things I want them to, I don't know. Like I need things to break quite a bit better that game. It turns out in hindsight, like I'm not totally sure. Well, I guess another thing that could have happened is Witches could have gave me the ship tile, but they didn't. Like, I don't know. There's always lots of little things like that too, but there just aren't. There's only 2 pass tiles in the game, so you have to remember as Alchemist, you're just not going to get them often enough either. Like, it was not a great enough Alchemist game. I tricked myself into thinking it would be, and that was just wrong. I just overbid them, so that happens too, but gotta try to avoid that. I've been winning most of my games in the auction thus far this season, is my real thought, to be honest. I've had way too many good deals. Like, I got Engineers for way too cheap in a game or two. I've had 1 or 2 games where Cultists were just not bid enough. So, whatever. But anyhow, yeah, I'm blabbing a bunch, so I will see everybody around. I really should get going. It's been fun. Thanks all. See you around.